Sophs here and welcome back to another fitness journey mix, getting back into my fitness video. So we're officially on video 5 now. I wonder what I get into this week, so stay around to check out what I've got done within these last basically 2 weeks. So let's get into it. having a great week. I'm in my bathroom right now. A little bit more cooler and feels a little bit more serene. But it's only Tuesday that this is happening. Now I've been trying to imagine myself how I would do this part of the video, and it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be stressed, and it's okay to feel angry. Now, I'm going to do a small little rant video, but will not be posted into this part of, this week, because it's not going on YouTube, because it's not going to. I'm just going to speak how I feel in the video I'm about to record, which you guys won't ever get to see. This is generally going to be how I feel. Alright, so I'll check in with you guys straight after I'm done with that video to see if I feel a bit better, and if I'm not, that's okay. Alright, I'm going to go record that part. Okay, so I just recorded it. I still feel a bit shaky because it's just, all of this sounds scary, and that's okay. It's okay to feel that way, and unfortunately, sometimes shit happens and we have to adapt to it, and that's something that I have always said. Even with my mum's accident, it has been so scary since then, but shit happens. So if I have to give out my money this week, which is really going to piss me off, it's so bills can be paid, rent to be paid, and I'm fine with it. That's all that has to be, and that's a good way to see things like this. If you have really bad things going on and things happen, you need to adapt to it. Sometimes change is a force on you, and you're not gonna like it, and that's how I've been feeling over so many of these years, and it's so scary. But change can be so empowering and helpful, This one, kind of so much. But breathing, we're coming down, waiting to hear from my mum. Other than that, we're gonna breathe. Now, if you're wondering why my phone's a bit shaky, it's because my anxiety is going and I am legit shaking. You probably can't see it, but I'm shaking. But we're gonna breathe. We're gonna go watch some more Dance Moms. We're gonna do things that's gonna keep me busy till I know what's happening. Again, I'm not posting it on YouTube or my socials and what's going on. Shit happens. We'll just continue. We're Morans, we're survivors, we're fighters. Well, we're survivors and fighters. Whatever happens. We're gonna adapt and we're gonna continue. That is the power of taking your control back. Yes, it's very scary. Gonna stop. Breathe. Everything will be okay. So, other than that, I'll catch you probably soon. Hi guys, Sophs back here again. So I wanted to update you guys on how I was feeling in my last video. So it's been nearly almost sort of a few hours since I did that last video, and I definitely feel a lot better now, which is a good thing. And it just makes me feel more relieved. Now, because I was inches away of having a panic attack, which you could hear within my voice, and not only that, but if you could tell, my hands were shaking. If not, you know, I could physically see that. And I'm happy that things have now been completely resolved, which is great. And also another thing, I just started my period too. So that happened. But I knew within this particular week that my period can start either the day that it said that it came on, which was the 24th, but it came on the 21st. Now, sometimes my period can actually start early, like a lot of girls' periods. Now, I go through cycles where it's fine, so it's not that full on. And then there's some cycles when it's a bit more full on for me. So usually I can feel it within my back within, you know, a couple of hours of letting it, you know, settle, you know, letting, you know, it start to, you know, come out of there, which is a vivid image that I think us girls need to talk about. And just letting it, you know, start the cycle to, you know, start the period. Because when I get my periods, I am on my rapid solubles because of my back pain, and also the uncomfortableness of my stomach and my tummy, which is the same thing. And because I have a stress fracture in my back, I really need to take it easy, and I always do it for a couple of days, and usually technically it's only one day, but these are the things that have helped me throughout the last probably 2 years I've been taking it, and it has been wonderful, to say the least. Now, since in October of 2019, I've been trying to not let my period get me down. So hopefully I'll be okay in the morning. Most likely not so much, but having these two, laying down for about an hour or two just to let it all settle in, I should be okay. But it's always the first day that makes me so highly uncomfortable. So probably for the next day, I probably will be staying in bed, and that's fine. But the next day, I need to do things, but that's alright. So I just want to give you a little update on how I was in my last video. I'm okay. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to do some things before, you know, this really starts to really hinder my back. But I'm in comfortable clothes, which is always a good thing. And other than that, I'm going to continue watching dance songs, continuing what I'm doing on my computer for now. But I'll catch you all there very soon with the next clip of this particular video. so we are back to sit and talk about this week. Now, I have all my weeks up for week of this particular thing for this week. I'm not gonna record that particular opening. So this week I did drink some of my Herbalife shakes. Did go through a lot over this past week, but as you can possibly see, Demi's coming back, which is excellent. I can't wait to listen to her brand new song and to watch her particular new song and video. As you can see that I decided to carry on with my Kylie Cosmetics review, which made me so proud, makes me happy. I already done one video so far, more to come very, very soon. And you can also see that I've started taking photos of my food. Now this is something I want to regularly do, so if there's no information on what it looks like or what it is, there's no doubt I am slowly getting up to that, but I want to try for a full month to make sure I can do these photos. And I had a lot of yummy food. On Friday the 7th of January I accidentally burned my hand, and that's from, you know, being an idiot. So an example of this being filled with hot water, basically up to the top, spilled all over my hand, and ever since then I left it to cool down, the kettle to cool down, and so much and foremost. Now I'm already going through my photos to see what I have been doing over the week. It's been mixed with, you know, videos, doing gaming, getting back into my Pretty Little Liars, which I'm so excited to get back into. On Tuesday the 21st was a bit of an emotional day for me because things were happening at the time that was making my anxiety go nuts on me. That has since been resolved, and once I heard the news that everything's okay, I already calmed down, and it was a good thing. And you can see me having a great quote on focusing, and a quote that I made, which I'll read now. Sometimes shit happens, but we are all survivors, warriors, and fighters. Life goes on, you can too, which is very, very honest, very, very true. And I absolutely love that. I think it's just beautiful, which I was very proud. So most of it is just eating, slowly getting back into, you know, Pretty Little Liars, which season 1 is actually legit my complete favorite one. And another thing I went through was, you know, setting boundaries within my family, because I'm always the butt of all my family's jokes, and that's something that I've always have hated. And I'm starting to you know, slowly become annoyed, and I just decided, you know what, it's time to set rules. I'm nearly 25 years old, and it's just time to, you know, set some boundaries, goals, and everyone knows what I expect from them. And then the easiest way we can get along as a family, and especially with friends and other people as well, that actually will be a very good idea. So continuing on, I did edit some videos, but due to my mum's computer being on so much that I had to shut it down after midnight, and it was very, very annoying because I was actually editing one of these videos, and I was really annoyed because the keyboard just stopped working and I had to shut it down. And I've been telling mum for months to get a brand new mouse pad. So on another day, you can see that the other only thing that I ate was Macca's, and I did have an iced coffee thick shape, and I can have it every so often when my bowels don't go off, and that's something that I'm still going through with my lactose intolerant. And yeah, still am a bit of an idiot when it comes to that. Now, there's these Dollar Parton challenges where you can put your linked, which I don't think any of us actually use, Facebook, Instagram and Tinder profile now. I don't have a Tinder profile. And I've already been on some dating websites, and I deleted it all after when I was 18. But I put 2 versions of my Tinder. I like the first one that I posted. It was a little bit more better. The second one, not so much. So that was that. Now we come to Sunday, which was a little bit more of a controversial day, because every time when it hits Australia Day in Australia, it's very divided about changing the day. I won't get into too much details because I know we're all just going to disagree on this, but I'll always will recognise this as a day of the Aboriginal people that were original founders of Australia, and basically Australia was actually called New Holland at the time, before Captain Cook decided to come basically invade what the Aboriginal people were back then. And I don't celebrate that at all, and I really don't really celebrate Australia Day anyway, but I just feel a bit offended about changing the day. But that's okay. My opinion can change over time as well, which is always great to always learn, listen to stories, and that's something I really wanted to do. Sunday as well was a very hard day because it was 3 months since Squeak has passed away. Still sad for me to even talk about, and it doesn't feel the same. I know Marco is missing her so much, and we all miss her. It does not feel the same without her. But going on within that day, I started to get my February videos sorted, which they are, and probably by now they've all been posted. I was watching a lot of YouTube that day, organising, my reflecting and month talk, and having food. Easter eggs are out, and it's January when I'm recording this particular video. Watching Just Desserts, which is a great cooking show on Netflix and on Channel 7 here in Australia. And you can see that Red Pussycat Dolls' new single is coming out within the next sort of 2 weeks as I was recording this video. So overview, a lot of challenges over these 2 weeks, but we're going to continue to move forward, continue to learn my boundaries, continue to learn, which is very important. But other than that, everything is okay. That's the main thing. I thank you all so much for joining me for this video. Remember all my socials down below, website link, and all of my YouTube series links down below. If I sound a little bit nasally, it's because when weather starts to screw around, it makes me have hay fever. And that's what I have right now, and sometimes it can, contradict with, flu symptoms. Not true. It's just hay fever. I'm fine. And other than that, so forth. Anyway, back to the ending of this video. If you want to know all of the music that was played during this entire video, which will pop up just after this part of the video ends, and you will get to see my end card where you can check out the recent upload and the blog playlist or Fitness Journey playlist that will be put in. I don't know which one I'm going to put in, but regardless, one of them will go in. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you for the next fitness journey, getting back into my fitness journey, video 6 coming soon.
Thank you.